Hello, welcome to Mr. B's Ukulele channel. Please like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoy watching. This is my tutorial for Anne Murray's 1980 hit, Could I Have This Dance? And this is a special release with my sing-along coming out next week, celebrating my parents' Ruby wedding anniversary, their 40th wedding anniversary, and this has been their favourite song for a very long time since they used to dance to it when they were younger. So this is my tutorial, but look out next week for the special sing-along where we've got the whole family involved playing along to celebrate my parents' anniversary.
As we sway to the music and hum to each other, I fall in love with you.
So here's the tutorial for the song. We're going to have a look at the chords and the strumming, and then I'll give you a bit of a walkthrough and a short demo. It's not a difficult song, and I've put it in at level 3. Okay, let's get into it. So let's have a look at the chords first of all. It's got a couple of chords you might not be that familiar with, but they're not difficult at all. So we'll have a quick look at them in order. They are quite easy. The song starts on an A. I've got our first and second finger on the first and second fret for the A. Then it goes to an unusual chord you might not be familiar with, the B minus 7, and that is basically a full bar across the second fret. Now I like to use my second finger, just hold it down really firmly. Some people like to put all their fingers on, all 4 fingers on all 4 strings, really squashed together like that, and that can create a better sound, but it's just harder to sort of get all your fingers in place quickly. So I like to just do a full bar, but you've really got to pinch it firmly, the B minus 7. We've also got an E7 with our first finger on the first fret on the G string, and our second and third finger on the second fret on the C and the A string. The song also uses an A7, which is really easy. Our first finger on the first fret on the C string. And a D, which is like the B minus 7, but we're just putting the bar across the top 3 strings, so it's a semi-bar across the G, C and E string. And finally the D minor chord there. And that's our first finger on the E string on the first fret, and our second finger on the G and the C on the second fret. So a semi-bar there across the top 2 strings on the second fret. So just to repeat that, we've got an A, a B minus 7, an E7, an A7, a D, and a D minor. And those are all the chords. There's nothing tricky in that. You've just got to physically have a bit of strength on the B minus 7 there, and really pinch it with your thumb on the back of the fingerboard there, and really pinch that tight to get a clean sound across all 4 strings. So just practice that B minus 7 a little bit, getting a nice clean sound on that, and then you're ready to look at the song. Okay, let's have a look at the strumming. Now the strumming is really easy, but there's actually different ways you can do it. So you can sort of interpret this how you like, and just let it very much flow with the song as you play it. So I've put on the sheet music, I've put down, 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 up. It goes a little bit like this. I'll always remember the song they were playing. And we've got there a nice down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up. And we've got a down strum, basically just doing a down strum, but with a lovely little up flick that leads into the changing chords. So when you do about to change chord, you then do the down flick, and it just gives a nice sort of bridge into the next chord. So we've got A, and A7, and D, and E7. So you can hear how the up flick just comes before the chord changes. That works really nice. It just helps the whole song flow. 'Cause otherwise you just have a little bit of a stilted down, 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 and it wouldn't flow quite so nicely. However, you can play around with that, and you can put more up strums in to make the song flow a little bit more. So if I just do that same line, but just show you a different way of doing it. I'll always remember the song they were playing. And I've just added some extra up strums there. Now personally, I like to keep it simple and just have that one up strum before each chord change. But it doesn't really matter. You could do more of a down, up, or down, up strumming pattern with this song. Whatever you feel flows nicely. But it's just basically a nice slow lilting pattern. It's not a fast strumming pattern for this one. It's just nice and slow, mainly focus on a slow down strum with a few up strums in between. So the strumming is nice and simple. I'll do you a quick walk through a verse and a chorus, and then a quick demo of parts of the song as well. So the song starts, as we said earlier, on the A. So we've got the A twice, and then the B minor 7 and E7, and that's our introduction. So like this. A again, to the B minor 7, and the E7. And slow down a little bit before you go into the first verse. Then you pick up, back to the A. Always remember A7 to the D now, the song they were E7 playing. The D, first time we E7 danced, and I knew A with an E7 on the end. So it's a delayed chord change there, and we basically sing the word knew and then do the E7 on the end of the line. And I knew. As we swayed back to the A, to the A7 music, D next, and held to each E7 other. D, I fell in E7 love with A, U, and E7. This is where the song actually goes really high, and if you struggle a little bit with your singing, you might struggle to go up to this pitch, in which case sing it down the octave and you'll find it quite low, unfortunately, but you can sort of just sing it quietly and at a lower pitch. But I'm going to go high, but it is quite a stretch. So it goes up to the A again. Could I have this dance on the A7 for the rest of my life? To the E7 next. Would you be my partner, D? Every E7 night to the A. When we're to A7 together, it D feels so right. That's your D minor there. Could back to the A. I have this dance E7 for the rest of my A life. E7 on the end, and there we go. And that's pretty much the song. If we have a quick look at the layout of the piece, you'll see we've got the short introduction, and then we've got verse 1, chorus, verse 2, then we just do the chorus twice at the end, and then it slows down at the end. I'll just give you a quick demo of the final chorus, because it just slows down, and what we do at the end there is we go into what's called half tempo, half time, where we basically slow down, and we call it half time, but actually what we're doing is doubling the length of the time we take, so it should be called double time maybe, except that means faster. So it's half time, which means go slower, half the tempo, but it means actually it's much longer to play. So I'm going to do, where I've put a sort of strange lime green colour, don't know where that came from, where I put a lime green colour on the last E7 and A on the bottom line there, if you have a quick look on the sheet music, on the second box. That basically means slow right down, and we're going to do the strumming pattern twice on each of those, and then you'll see it finishes with the B minor 7, E7 and A, and we'll do the strumming pattern once on each of those. So the last line of the song will go, could I have this dance for the rest of my life? A again, and then B minor 7, E7, A. Okay, so let me just sing you the last chord. chorus for the quick demo, and you can see how the ending goes. It's a lovely song, so do enjoy singing this one. It's a very special song for me and my family, but I hope you enjoy it as well. Here's the last verse. Here we go. The last chorus, rather.
Could I have this dance for the rest of my life? Would you be my partner every night? When we're together it feels so right. Could I have this dance for the rest